see what I see. Woo! I'm just jamming to some music, ladies and gentlemen. You know it's Kim Trinley. A star. Big as a kite, ladies. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we are enjoying fabulous Christmas music because Christmas is coming. It's my favorite holiday of the year. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, everybody knows Christmas is a fabulous holiday, is a festive holiday, and a time of the year for cheers and joy and happiness. The music, everything is so beautiful, and I am telling you, ladies, it's a fabulous time to have fun with your family and friends and all your loved ones. So I'm hoping you guys will enjoy this segment with me as we have fun celebrating the holidays, the Christmas season, the Christmas spirit, the Christmas joy, Christmas happiness, Christmas bliss, and Christmas cheers. Yay! So now we're going to play another song. This is a nice song. I'm going to keep changing songs because I have a lot of songs, so I'm going to be switching out songs quite often. But you know, Christmas is a beautiful time of the year, okay? It's actually the day Jesus was born, Jesus' birthday. And Luke 2, 5-7. He went there to register with Mary, who was pledged to be married to him and was expecting a child. While they were there, the time came for the baby to be born, and she gave birth to her firstborn, a son. She wrapped him in clothes and placed him in a manger because there was no guest room available for them. So, you see, ladies and gentlemen, it's a beautiful day, Christmas, and I celebrate Christmas early. I start early. It's my favorite holiday ever, and I love it. So we're gonna have fun. I have some stuff I need to update for you guys. I haven't done my podcast for last week. Instead, I was supposed to put up the documentary. I did the documentary, then I got warnings telling me don't put it up. The cycles who are after you are gonna do wickedness if you put out too much information too soon. So since I couldn't put out too much information too soon, I had to basically hold it back, and I put up a tiny little intro to the documentary. And the intro I placed up was, I just woke up, right after I got the dream warning me. I just woke up. You notice I was all discombobulated and I was all flustered and I was everything, not of the norm for me. And when I got the dream, I just put up a 5-minute intro instead, explaining, just only 1% of the codes that surround me. So 1%, I was talking about Kim, the numerical value of my name Kim. In addition to that, I was talking about my song Dream Tonight and the number that inspired Dream Tonight. And I think I also gave you guys my date of birth, like the month I was born and the day I was born. When you add it together, you also get another 33. In addition to, you add K, you add I, and you add M. So the numerical value of each of them, you will also get another 33. So, and 33, we're talking about Christian 33. I have to give another segment. I already gave you 2 interpretation. I'm going to go thoroughly and explain to you guys the full Christian interpretation of the number 33. I think I only give like 2 examples. I'm going to go in thoroughly, and I'm going to give you the websites where I got information from so you can see it for yourself, because I like for you to study along with me and to see, well, okay, she is giving us factual information and she's not just making up something, So I'm going to give you guys that information soon, and it's going to be fun. So my documentary, the full documentary, is going to be up, I would say maybe around June. So I'm going to have it up around June, and hopefully everything will be okay and I won't be getting any more warnings, because I remember I told you I have crazy psychopath after me, like, oh my god, I can't believe they exist, like mental retards. And I just gotta pray that God keep them away from me. Like, they're not the type someone of my caliber should be next to. They're more capable of doing wickedness all day, and I'm nothing but positivity. You around me, those who know me, you will be laughing, you'll be having fun. These folks are completely different, so we have nothing in common. So they're not people who I should be close to or affiliated with. And they have cop friends. Could you imagine? Their families infested with drug dealers. They're pathological liars. They're manipulators. They're extremely evil and wicked, and yet they have a lot of cop friends. Could you imagine what police are friends with? I want to puke. It's like, my God. How could you be friends with these things and they're so crooked? But then you say maybe the cops don't know who they are. Well, maybe, I don't know. None of my business. But all I have to say is, right now, the holidays are here, and I'm happy. Yes. But, I'm just going to give you guys a slight little update. As for those cop friends of those people, how could you interview people about me who don't know me? I mean, it makes no sense. Not even my old school friends back in the Caribbean knows me. My old mama don't even know my business. No thing on the street knows my business. Nothing could come forward and acting like they know me, because I would embarrass the crap out of them in court like they deserve it. Because, they interviewing people who don't know me and who can't do half the stuff I can. Of course, they're going to be a bunch of jealous savages who just going to come and give you some lies because they hating on a good girl who could do so much stuff that they can't. And I'm like, I don't like jealous people. I'm not the jealous type. I'm the type to congratulate. I'm the type to appreciate. I'm the type to get inspired. I hate jealousy. I hate jealousy. And when you meet psychos who are capable of stalking you, even if you go to a church, they're stalking you in the church, you blast them people. You give a testimony and alert the entire church that there's people coming after you and they're capable of trying to spread hate in the church, which is they will immediately know you're the devil. But you let it be known to the rooftop. You expose these things, ladies. You don't keep it to yourself or be silent with it, because you don't know what psychos. I'm telling you, I have demons of the highest order after me. You say someone with 100-fold anointing have so much demons? Ladies and gentlemen, it's true. It's persecution. Please read the book of Matthew chapter 24, where Jesus is telling you what the end times will be like, and Jesus explains it thoroughly, because Jesus, of course, the greatest prophet that ever exists, he's telling us what the end will be. So look into it, ladies and gentlemen, and you will see Jesus is accurate and very right in all of his prophetic, wonderful, fabulous statements in the book of Matthew chapter 24. Okay, so as I was saying, please, sick people in Brooklyn who I do not know, stay away from me. I honestly want nothing to do with you. I don't want you sitting near me. I don't want you talking to me. I don't want you near me. So when I speak of the sick people in Brooklyn who are after you, know who you are. You voodoo devil worshiping psychos, please. The Bible warns us do not be unequally yoked. The Bible warns us to stay away of people who do evil. In other words, workers of iniquity. Please Google these things, ladies. Okay, the Bible warns us we should not be hanging out with people who is not of the same mind. Okay, I have nothing in common with these things. All they do is lie on me all day. That's it. Right now I'm just waiting for the next lie. Okay, what's the next one? Okay, what's the next setup? Okay, what are they saying now? And it's only people who can do what I can do. Like savages. So people, we need to be careful of who we have around us and who we try to keep as friends. Okay, not everything you want to go friendly to when they're capable of harming you and lying on you and setting you up. You don't want them things as your friends. Okay, they are trouble. They like a migraine and a pain in your stomach you don't want. Okay, so not good. So with that being said, right now I'm playing some fabulous Christmas music. Are you enjoying these, ladies and gentlemen? Oh my goodness, hear the fabulous music. It sounds so beautiful. Let's see, I may change the song. Okay. Close out. Let's play What Child Is This? This is a nice one. What child is this? Oh, what child is this who made? Yeah, man. Good stuff, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're enjoying the music and the beautiful podcast today. I try to keep my podcast only 20 minutes long. I don't want to go over that because it's too long, you know. But it's fun. So I hope you guys are enjoying the beautiful festive season time of the year with me, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, let us enjoy it. Okay, those fabulous Christians, even the Muslims, man, the peaceful Muslims, hello. My fabulous African friends, the peaceful ones, hello. You know I love you guys. Mwah, 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 mwah. The peaceful ones, okay? The peaceful ones. I stress on the peaceful because I know there's some out there. My God. My God. You know, like, I met one here in New York, and she's a complete opposite of peace. That thing was so terrible. She was so horrible, man. I met her at a store I was working at. She was the worst thing I've came across in Brooklyn to date. And even though she was, you know, not Christian, and she was not even, I would have still liked her. But her attitude was the most disgusting, a hood rat savage. I've never seen anything like it in a work environment. The thing was so bad, I stopped working on Sundays to get away from her. I quit the job just to get away from her. I mean, it was so much wickedness from something who thought she was all that because she have cop friends she could lie to. I'm like, are you kidding me, Arab? And she wasn't a good Arab. She was one of the nasty, rotten, no good Arabs, you know, because I don't think all of them bad, you know. As I said, I like peaceful people of all colors. I'm not racist. I like white folks. I think they're cute, especially the peaceful, tame ones, because I've met some, and they're gorgeous. I love all races and nationalities, and I love Jamaicans. Let me tell you about Jamaicans. The Jamaicans I love are the peaceful Jamaicans I've had up in my house. I had lots of Jamaicans in my house. But they weren't like the savages I worked at Family Dollar. They were the peaceful Jamaicans. In other words, you'd have never known they were Jamaicans if they didn't tell you. In other words, they were so peaceful and sweet. They were the type, but actually, I'm telling the truth. I've let at least 5 Jamaicans I did not know up in my house. And you say, how, Kim? How? They were Christians. They were extremely strict, peaceful Christians. You will never find them humping in a tree. You will never find them doing some abominable act that will make you go, my God, wait. They were the type to love. So those are the Jamaicans I like. You know, because I'm not going to lie to you, ladies and gentlemen. I have a dance hall Christian collection that will make, you know, a Jamaican blush. Like, I have hundreds of dance hall Christian songs. Like, lots of them. One day I'm going to play them during my podcast. If you guys want to hear it. And it's a beautiful thing, you know. But the Christian Jamaicans, there is the Christian ones that is sweet and proper and poised, because I've met them, I've had them in my home. We've done Bible studies together, so I know some peaceful Jamaicans, okay? And there is some so wicked people. Oh, good God, you will swear they worship the devil. You hear me? Oh my God, woe unto the wicked ones. But the good ones, hello, my fabulous, peaceful Jamaicans. How are you doing? You know, because I have to admit, I was raised on lots of reggae music and lots of dancehall in addition to, well, I know every single Christian worship song that's out there. I have to admit, I used to be in the choir and a worship leader. So I know all of that. But to be frank with you, I also know, the dance halls, and, those are the songs. There's lots of Christian dance halls out there, lots of Christian reggae, lots of Christian soca. People don't even know these things exist. But I'm international with my music. I listen to every single genre of music that you can find on the planet. I listen to opera. I listen to Celtic. I listen to the soca. I listen to the reggae and the R&B and the soul and the pop. There's Christian music in all these genres, and I think it's a beautiful thing because the gospel will reach four corners of the earth in different cultures, different ethnicities, and different nationalities, different races, name it, through music, through preachings and sermons in different languages. I mean, that is how it's going to reach the four corners of the earth, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? It's through a diverse culture throughout the entire world. Okay, so if right now in Jamaica the main music is dancehall, Christian music is dancehall is ideal. Okay, right now the main music may be pop, Christian music and pop is ideal. You understand what I'm saying? So every single nation on the earth should have Christian music in the genre that they love, they adore, and is basically predominant in their country. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so that is very crucial, very important. Okay, for the peaceful folks, we're talking to real peaceful folks, okay, because I have to admit, when I gave that interview, when I gave that preview, the intro documentary preview, I was so flustered, ladies and gentlemen. I was just getting so much revelations and warnings of, oh, it's not time yet, Kim, it's not time. And I was like, oh my God, because I wanted to put up the documentary. It was 13 minutes long and it was packed with information. Beyonce was in it, Rihanna was in it, Nicki Minaj was in it. The other parts going to have Oprah and Madonna. It was packed with so much, man. And I wanted to put it up so you guys could see it, those who don't believe, so you could see it with your own eyes and faint at it. But then the Lord is telling me there's too much stuff, Kim. There's too much. You have crazy lunatics after you, and they're willing to take anything you have and make it theirs. So I can't put it up because the code is so powerful, ladies. It's impossible for anyone to make it down. It's impossible. Nobody else on the planet has revelation. It's impossible, man. When I tell you, it's the code. I would say there's at least 60 long strains. I mean, it's impossible unless you're spiritually gifted with some genius-like brain. You will not be able to decode it on your own. So I'm not worried about them jacking it, because the documentary the documentary has only like 20%. Okay. So with 20%, 80% is hidden. You don't know what the 80%. The 80% is so powerful. Someone could clearly tell you were just trying to jack me when I unleash all of it. So they can't really steal it. They can't really take it. That's impossible. But I was just so worried when I got the dream. I only put up some of the documentary. And I have a beautiful mini-like movie I want to put up, but I'm not sure when to put it up yet. I already completed it. I edited it. I did everything. And it's a nice movie about end times. Or about the end of the world. It's like really cool. I think you guys will like it. So it's a beautiful thing. Okay. Let's change that song because I don't know that song. This one I know. Okay. The First Noel, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I have a Christmas song too. It's called The Savior's Birth. I'm going to redo it, re-sing it, add some beats to it, some instrumentals, some calm, soothing instrumentals to go along with, we want something soft. So it's going to be fun, people. It's going to be fun. And as I said, for those of you who are wondering, I don't hate police. Okay? I don't hate police. I do, however, hate the crap out of that cop who was helping that Arab, helping Family Dollar, wicked savage workers, and they know they're lying and they're probably getting paid. The crooks who's an embarrassment to the entire police force. I hate those, and so should everybody on the planet. They are the disgracers, okay? I don't hate good cops, and I can't. I think, the good ones deserve respect, okay? And I love and adore them. Those who do hard work and honest work and thorough, detailed work. In other words, they don't just come to jump to conclusions, and they don't prejudge, and they don't, come at you for friends and for family and for co-workers. I love those police. But the wicked ones, in other words, they know those things are lying on that good, heavily talented girl because none of them could do what she can do, and they just a bunch of animals trying to set her up because they jealous. And mind you, people, ladies and gentlemen, I honestly do not know the things that's after me. I'm shocked that people, when I see these psychos after me, and some of them are hanging around my building, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? Guess what? The animals at Family Dollar store 705 is sending strange savages after me. I'm like, are you serious? I don't know you. And you could tell they're not civilized too. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, when you meet somebody who does not even know you, and they willing to come at you, and I mean, you know that thing is savage. It's like, you don't know me. You don't know what you're hearing on the street, if it's true or not, because almost all of the stuff on the street that they're spreading, none of it is true, ladies. And I can prove myself in the court of law. And even whatever evidence they think they have that they could use against me, look out, because you don't know what I have that will shut you down, ladies. And I'm telling you, that incident that happened at that store, and you know the store, it happened on May 24th of 2014, when I quit Family Dollar May 20th of 2014. I filed the abuse report April 29th of 2014. She cursed me out nasty on April the 18th at 4:45 to 5 p.m. of 2014. And I'm telling you, I have all the dates documented, and you could clearly tell someone was in duress and someone who was stressed. Okay, and it happened after verbal abuse. It happens after I was being set up and heavily lied on. It happens after my money was being stolen. Okay, they were jacking me before that happened. Okay, so they jacked me, and I could prove I wasn't fired as well, because I have they were calling me and I refused to answer my phone. So and I have other proof, but I won't say it, just because when you speak, they know how to twist and distort and lie and know how to cover up, and so you can't really talk too much, because then they know how to fabricate and make up stuff to make it seem like they're accurate when it's not the way that they're saying it. So I'm going to leave certain parts of myself, because you never know when I'm going to need it. But hey, for them cycles at Fam Dollar, because I need some therapy after what you guys did to me. I've never had thugs and gangsters and sick, savage people who look like they do crack after me in my entire life. I've never had a criminal record in my entire life, until these people are going all out to set me up and give me one. I've never had issues with law officials or police officers in my entire life, until I came across a bunch of animals who had cop friends. And I know they're going to try to twist that and set me up, but I'm telling you, through God, I'm telling you, those setups y'all have for me, I'm just praying for the Holy Ghost to shut you down and make you look like scum and everybody else who y'all trying to set me up with. Because I'm telling you, you think you've seen all that I can do? You're wrong. This is only half of the stuff I can do. Wait till I unleash all the gifts the Spirit is giving in me, just to shut down my enemies who are lying on me. You know why? They're enemies I do not know. They hate me without a cause. Okay? And they're bringing things up to me for no good reason. And suing, I'm not worried about that, because trust me, darling, I am waiting for you guys to try to steal my stuff and come sue me for my own things. That is going to be hysterical. It'll be a day I will laugh in court, heavily. And I want it televised. The whole damn planet needs to see it. Okay? Everybody in the entire globe needs to see what's going on in Brooklyn, New York. Brooklyn. I'm talking to the crooks. So you're talking to the good guys. I'm talking to the bad guys. You guys are disgusting. Okay? You're the filth and scum of the earth. I can't believe you think exists. Even Jesus would support me in what I'm saying to you guys, because you're that wicked. Shame on you. As I said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to keep updating you guys on what's going on here in Brooklyn, New York with those savages. I don't want their family near me. I don't want their friends near me. I don't want their co-workers or I want nothing they know near me, because, you know that thing's going to be trouble. When you see people like that coming near you, they come in for wicked intentions, okay? Nothing but evil schemes and cons and lies. That's all they're coming at you for. So as I said, I had a clean record. I'm not going to be shocked if they try to lie and make up something, which I will have a heyday laughing. All my pastors, ministers, entire family, even my damn mother and everybody else who knows me is going to be laughing hard when they hear crooked scumbags trying to frame and set me up. It's going to be hysterical, people. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to keep you up on the persecution here in Brooklyn, New York, and what is going on. Remember, Jesus was heavily persecuted. They lied on Jesus. They spit on Jesus. They beat Jesus. They killed Jesus. They mocked Jesus. They made it a crown of thorns. The stuff they did to Jesus, man, is not even funny. And don't be shocked if they're doing it to Jesus's great anointed prophets of the last days or the end times. Okay, you will see I'm being persecuted just the same. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll keep you updated, and I'm going to stop talking for now, and, I'm going to keep on my radio podcast. It's going to be fun. God bless you, my fabulous people, all the peaceful folks around the world. I love you, and so does the Lord. God bless you, and bye.
know